Hello. What you are about to listen to is a conversation between time and space and the fabric of life itself, told by two individuals that extremely love each other and want to make you laugh on Pardee, prayer, and punk rock.
If you awaken from this illusion and you understand that black implies white, self implies other, life implies death, or shall I say, death implies life, you can feel yourself not as a stranger in the world, not as something that has arrived here by fluke, but you can begin to feel your own existence as absolutely fundamental. What you are basically, deep, deep down, far, far in, is simply the fabric and structure of existence.
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh, that's powerful,
That's
right?
pretty good, yeah.
There's so many different ways to read into that song and into like what he's saying. I first heard that song back in Long Beach. My girlfriend Erika did Elevated Energy, and she played that song, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love this song! It has to go on my Spotify."
Yeah,
It's so vibey too.
It is. I like that song.
I like the piano. Do, 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 do.
Exactly.
But he said, at the very end, I wrote it down because I didn't want to get it wrong. What you are feeling deep down is the fabric of existence
Itself.
Like within you. So like I think of it as we are all energy and we're all connected.
Yeah.
And alive or dead and in heaven, because he says.
Yeah, because what does he say there?
Death, because he said black implies white.
Yeah, self implies others.
Yeah.
Life implies death, or shall I say, death implies life. Like, yeah,
Right.
You're reborn again when you go to heaven, and then you feel yourself no longer like a stranger of the world because you found your place in heaven. You found your place where you're supposed to be. Suddenly, your life is boop right there in order. If you're going to heaven, there's no regret. You know, there's no. I wonder, like, when you're going to heaven, like, on
the way, I'm like, I'm so sorry, God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, right. Well, besides that, like,
as the shooting.
Oh boy, here we go. All right, so in 1998,
oh gosh.
Sorry, I didn't mean that gun issue. No, but
Wait
like,
a minute, what?
no, not it. No, but like, but I do wonder if like you have that sense of like, oh man, you're like sorrow for the people you're leaving behind as you're going there.
Yeah, I wonder.
And it's just that idea
or if
too,
you're like in ecstasy.
Right. Yeah.
You know
what I mean? I mean, it's interesting to think like,
I like
what
to
happens.
read stories of people who've like died on the table but come back to life, and they've seen like the tunnel and they floated over their body.
Man, I wanted to ask my brother about that because that that happened to him, I guess. Cause,
it did.
Well, yeah, he had bad asthma, and I remember, man, this must have been 2000, 2001 or something like that, and. In California, the Santa Ana winds. Santa Ana winds come in. That can really affect people with breathing problems. And he just had, I don't know, this acute asthma issue like all of his life. He always had to have inhalers, prednisone. I mean, he had like really heavy steroids, because he'd always had issues, you know. And so this one time he ended up in the hospital, and he was there for a week or a week and a half. I mean, he was there for a little while. And at one point, my mom was there in the hospital at Long Beach Memorial.
Yeah.
And at one point, I guess he sort of like, out of it was like, Mom, do you hear the beautiful music, or whatever? And she's like, no, honey, what does it sound like, And it's like beautiful harps and, it just sounds really beautiful. And she's like, saying something like, can I hear it? And he like patted her like, it's all right, Mom, you'll find out when it's your time or something like that. And then he like passed out. He didn't flatline or anything, but she's like freaking out,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was like, and I always wanted to ask him, like, man, dude, like, do you remember anything about that?
Yeah.
Because I've never really asked him about that.
Well, we're going to California in less
3
than a
weeks.
month. You can ask him then.
That's right. Go ahead into
That's
California.
Exciting.
Yep, we're road tripping and
Seeing
flying.
our family
That's
and
right.
friends, and we'll be Taking the podcast on the road.
Yeah, we're gonna do some interviews on the road.
Yep.
In Long Beach and.
Yep.
Man, yeah. We'll do a little documenting on the way, maybe too.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure. Add some stuff.
There's always issues every year, so I'm sure we'll have something to talk about.
I have chosen.
If it's car trouble or it's like plane, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah.
I swear.
I have chosen to avoid that this year.
You have. You might be, and I'm starting to think you might be smarter than me in this issue.
Jack and I are flying in. I do not like road trips.
Yeah, she's not really a fan of road trips.
I get fat and I'm bored. I swear I have ADHD.
Too many monsters.
And I'm like, get me out of this car. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
So
I can understand that. I mean, it's some long leg of the trips.
I mean, I can
from
do
Texas
like
to California, it's 9 hours almost.
Yeah, that's long, man.
Well, 9 and then like 6.5 and then 7, but then there's the stopping along the way.
Like
so you add an hour to that.
Dude, my butt is numb thinking about it.
And it's the whole and on the road trip thing, it's the whole like. It's the correlation trying to get everybody organized and on the same bowel schedule.
Oh,
but no, it doesn't work that way because
bowel schedule. I don't think I poop like the entire time I'm on vacation.
Okay, maybe not. I don't mean like bowel, as per se like poo poo. But but everyone's got to pee at a different time.
Yes.
Everyone's got to, and
yes.
Like,
I feel like
come on, no, I don't have to. 5 minutes later, they have to.
Yeah, every 40 minutes, there's a stop.
Yeah.
So there's an extra definite hour and a half.
We need to come up with an invention like a road trip pee
schedule.
Like
well, the boys
like
can
component.
pee in like to-go cups. Or
yeah,
something.
we can go anywhere. But
to-go cups.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so.
This
like,
is what I think of you, Starbucks? McDonald's.
No,
never Starbucks. Although we always have an empty Starbucks, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's not a lemonade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, no. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, no, we don't need a scene from Dumb and Dumber.
Man, that's a good movie, though.
Oh, that is.
Oh, man. We're
gonna... Pull over! That's a cardigan. Thanks for asking.
I love Jim Carrey.
Oh, he's hilarious. So what were you saying? Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to go see Jurassic Park for Father's Day.
Yep, we are. The Jurassic World Dominion World.
What is
Dominion,
that, like 4? Is it like 4?
This is what? They had Jurassic Park and then Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. And then what? Jurassic World and then the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So this is number 6.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm impressed you know all that.
Yeah, I mean I saw them all kids and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I mean, Jurassic Park, like, I remember seeing that at Marina Pacifica.
Yeah.
It's like 93. Brian Wurtzma, who lives here now, the guy that I was telling you. Hey, Brian. And, like, I think Darren, my brother, and think maybe Ben, Rob's brother. And we went and saw it, and that was, like, so awe-inspiring. That was the first time they really took those special effects into that degree.
Yes, right.
And the way they showed the dinosaurs were, and they showed it in the dark. Yeah, to see it in the movie screen and stuff like that and all that. Oh, man, those were just great movies,
Yeah.
But, and I've heard this one isn't as great. Like, it's a little bit more just sort of action sequences, and they brought some of the old characters back. And cool.
That's
cool.
And
then I'm still a sucker for these movies, you know what I mean? That's summer entertainment.
Who's the characters that are coming back?
Sam Neill, who was the main doctor in the first one, and then Laura Dern.
Oh, good.
Who was his girlfriend, wife? I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, because in the third one, she was like married to somebody else. And then Jeff Goldblum. I love Jeff Goldblum.
Like,
Jeff Goldblum's awesome to me.
Should we watch one? Do I need to have seen the previous one to get what?
Well, I mean, you've seen Jurassic Park and everything,
but
right?
I don't really remember a lot of it. Like, I don't remember.
Well, Jurassic Park was those.
Really.
Well, like Jeff Goldblum was in the first. The second one, he's pretty much the action lead.
Yeah.
Third one had Sam Neill, and a brief part is like ended up saving him at the end. And then the Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's when they brought they rebooted it. So it was Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard.
Liked, yeah.
Yeah, and it worked well, for the reboot. I thought it worked really well. And then they did the second part of that, which was sort of like, I don't know. To me, it just kind of fell apart, and they ended up in some guy's castle who's got a bunch of dinosaurs in a dungeon and whatever, And then they let him out, and then now in this third one, they seem to be doing this with these reboots too, is they bring back, like they did this in the Scream movie recently. They brought back some of the old characters, but they kept them more in the background and kept the new people in the front.
Yeah.
So, which I think is good.
Yes.
So I guess that's sort of how they do this here. So I'm wondering if like Jeff Goldblum is going to get eaten.
Is he in it?
Yeah.
Oh, he is in it.
I like him. He's awesome.
But Chris Pratt's not.
No, yeah. I mean, the characters from Jurassic World and then from Jurassic Park, they're all in it together.
I like Chris Pratt, right? That's the name?
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And, man, did you ever watch Parks and Recreation?
You and I have watched an episode.
Did we?
No. Meredith and I watched an episode.
And he was like the shoe shiner kind of guy. Oh, and he is hilarious. And he's a lot bigger than that, too, because when he got into the superhero stuff, he skinnied up.
Yep.
But, he's hilarious.
He did some Nickelodeon talk, and he was like praising God. And he was
I saw that. I saw that on Facebook.
By mosquitoes. This is not good.
I saw that.
Yeah.
He said, I believe in my beliefs. And I can't remember what he was talking about.
What?
It was something about
I'm going to add a clip.
A belief in God.
I'm going to add the clip to this.
Yeah.
Because
I remember seeing that. And I thought that was
awesome. It was so good. And he starts with like, all right. I mean, we all have to poop. And it's really uncomfortable if you're at a girl's house, you got to poop. So make sure this is how you do it. And he like breaks down, but like super funny, And he's like, you gotta pee, and then like hold it, and then when you're ready, let it go, flush. And he just talks about like going potty or something, and he gets her attention, he gets them laughing, and then he's like, very like real about God and why you should believe in God, and he's awesome, and we should be good to each other.
That's right.
And kind.
I do remember that.
So I like him. Like anything he's in, I want to support for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He did have that one. I can't remember what it was called. It was. I think it's on Prime or something like that. But it was like the Future Soldiers one or whatever. It was like when they grab people from the past to help them fight a war in the future.
Is that PG-13?
Yeah. It's like Tomorrow Meets Tomorrow. It's not the Tom Cruise one. No. It's like the Tomorrow War.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's called. That's what it's called. It looked interesting. Like Chris Pratt and these like Army Marine guys, I guess, and like. The present, they get asked to go to the future from people from the future to help them fight a war or something like that. And
well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. No, I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
Is there going to be another Galaxy movie or
no?
They're
going to have a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 because they're doing the Thor movie too, the Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Christian Bale is the bad guy. Yes.
I know.
Christian Bale is awesome. I know he's kind of strange. People might not like him or whatever, I mean, whatever. But, man, dude, that guy... He
just spazzed out on set.
Yeah, he did.
And I didn't like him because I don't like people who do angry outbursts. That stresses me out. But you were telling me
the kind
deeper
of story
about it.
Because Kevin and Bean on K-Rock, he was the only... He called into Kevin and Bean, and that was the only interview he gave to anybody.
Wow.
And he just told him, like, look, man, I totally apologize for what I did. But we were, like, 12 hours into the day, and it was a guy that, like, he knows what he's doing, and we were on the scene forever. And he just went by for some reason with a light or something like that, or dropped it or something. And it just, like, I mean, I hadn't eaten, I hadn't had anything to drink, and, and I'm just trying to get this scene done, and I just flipped out, and I totally,
I like that he did takes ownership of it and explains it kind of with an excuse, but of course. Coming from production, I mean, I'm not an actor, I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want...
You take offense to that, right?
Yeah, but, like, we don't want to drop a light. Like,
it's gravity, it didn't mean to,
like...
The last thing I want to do is piss you off.
Yeah, like that is the worst thing. Like from an art director perspective, like that is like the worst. Like your watch all of a sudden starts talking.
Yeah,
or your phone starts playing music.
The alarm goes off or something.
Why is it playing music?
Your ESPN app goes off.
Yeah. That's funny.
Why didn't you move your phone?
So I just carry like a lot of anxiety for that person. Mm-hmm. And being an actor. You know that these days are long. Yeah. You know that. That's like not news. And it's always like, long days.
Yeah. You need to take your breaks. I mean, and they are long days, and it comes with a lot of stress. Yeah. But you know what? Comes with a lot of money.
Yeah.
You kind of know, and I know you're doing it for the art or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But and the money is great, and it's like
Yeah,
everybody's human. I get it, But at least, but at the end of the day, I'm glad that he did apologize. Yes, a lot of people do this all the time, and then it's just like, whatever, dude, I don't care. Yeah. And like, well, I'll just give to a charity. You're like, well, okay, that just makes things better.
I mean, we're thankful for
giving,
but
but it's like, well, it's kind of like on the wrong terms.
So that made me like him knowing like a deeper behind the scenes of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is interesting. You know, it's like you try and like see both sides of the story, you know, but sometimes it's like, you know,
hard.
Yeah, it is. It is hard
so
to see
hard.
that. Well, and especially too, like, you know, with the media, you know what I mean? I mean, they're always going to throw it out one way too, and then it's like, whoa,
and I like just gobble them
something.
that up. Like, I really just believe it. So I need to be more like diligent about researching things, but at the end of the day, I'm just seeing it on like TMZ in passing, and then like I think that's what
it's
I saw.
It's funny though
on.
how accurate TMZ can be though.
Yes,
like,
actually,
you know,
that's probably the good news.
It's right usually the best source to go to if you're trying to find that stuff.
I think they played the recording of it, and I was like, ooh, he was so angry.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have like, you know, problems with angry people. Like, angry men, specifically.
I always remember that movie with Andy Samberg, is it? From Saturday Night Live. He spoofed that movie, or he spoofs, like, Justin Bieber, sort of, that movie Pop Star, where he's like a
Oh, yeah,
Pop Star, whatever.
Yeah.
And they have, like, the spoof of the TMZ guys, and everyone's always,
I know.
Everyone's got, like, a big old drink, and yeah! And, like, Harvey Levin's character just doesn't really say anything funny, but everyone's just always laughing hysterically, and it's like, it's funny, because I see that sometimes.
It is so true, though.
Yeah, you watch TMZ, and you're like, dude,
it's
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's funny. They do it perfectly.
Some of those people have been there for a long time.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
crazy.
You're like, man, you guys are still doing this, huh?
Yeah.
Just chasing after people at LAX.
I went on a tour with Jack.
Like the LA tour?
The TMZ tour.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that. That's right.
But we didn't see anything. I think I went with my mom and Jack. We didn't see anything. We bought a t-shirt or something.
Oh, it's funny. Like every now and then you'll hear of them like, we did the tour and we ran into, to be like somebody totally obscure.
Yeah.
That you're like, okay.
I think I was like, I just want to see some housewives of something. Like, I just, give me some housewives of Orange County or,
it's like
Beverly
Jim
Hills.
Belushi.
I met him. Yeah, for
exactly.
sure. This is by the way, this is our last episode of season 2.
Boom.
And speaking of Jim Belushi, we started season 2 talking about celebrities and encounters with them, right?
Right, we did.
So, did I ever talk about Jim Belushi or no?
We didn't really get too far on that topic, did we?
Did we?
Maybe we should do it into season 3 then. Well, the topic we were going to do in season 2, we will now be doing in season 4.
Yeah, because season 3, I am...
We're episode 75.
Hey, I'm pretty proud of us, okay? This is we're doing it. This is
we're
not
doing
easy
pretty good.
Stuff. Doing this is not easy. So, anyway, this coming season, I might as well just talk about it now.
Do it.
Is, I'm going to do a Chakra Series. And I'm going to do I'm just going to talk about each chakra. Maybe 5 minutes each podcast.
How many chakras are there?
7.
7.
So the final, since we're doing 8 episodes per season, the final one I can kind of just do a full meditation through all of them.
You have to give us an idea of what each chakra is and all that
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, and what energies and emotions we hold in those spaces, and why maybe your ankles hurt or why your wrists hurt. I'll get back to you on that.
Is it Dr. Scholl's?
I mean, I'm sure there's something to do with your feet if you have bad shoes, but there are, it's very...
Cheers. Cheers.
We are, again, going to California, and this is where I did a lot of my healing, was in California with my beautiful sisters, my spiritual people, and I'm going to interview each one of them.
Shout out.
Starting with, Dr. G, baby. She just became a doctor. Gina.
Dr. G.
Yes, baby. So we are going to, and she has helped me severely, with my therapy for my abuse. She was my therapist, I mean, she was my energetic therapist. She helped a lot of my family. She is awesome, and I'm so proud of her. Shout out.
She sounds like a hip-hop doctor.
She's so cool.
Awesome.
I bet she got some good hip-hop moves, actually. She does some TikTok stuff. You can follow her. I'll tag her in here.
Yeah, I met her last summer. She's really cool.
Yeah.
She's
we
really
went
nice.
and had pool time. And then, of course, Erika from, and, you guys have probably heard me talk about elevated energy. Mm-hmm. So,
your friend Erika?
Love her. She has helped a lot with my So I did a lot of energetic, physical healing.
Right.
From my, like, childhood traumas. And these women helped me deeply move through that space, right? And then Rudy got sick and passed away. And then I had more trauma, and there is Kelsey and Rachel, and they did the Reiki. So that was like another level of therapy, which is so cool. So I feel like everybody should know all the different types of therapies that are out there, all the different avenues that can help you.
Exactly.
Like, we should be talking about mental health. In my opinion, I think that's really not talked about enough.
No, it's not. It's not. And not to get political, we want to talk about guns and stuff like that, but we need to talk about mental health.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it's just.
I have somebody very close to me that
dealing
is
with that
struggling
issue, right?
hardcore with mental health.
And this person has been taken to a hospital, to a hospital as well, like for people that need help.
And they're letting him go.
And they've let him go.
And so, and this person really needs help. So I'm seeing it's so nuts.
It's like a piece of the broken system.
Yeah, and we there are a million YouTube videos about working out. On my personal
young lady.
we talk a lot about our bodies and movement and physical. But, internally we hold a lot of trauma and energies, and then we become sick and we get diseases and we get cancers and we, have bad relationships and so I just feel like mental awareness, emotional awareness, different types of therapies. I'm actually starting a EMDR, I think is what it is. EMDR. I don't know. It's like electro. I don't know. All I know is it helps like the brain part. So I've done a lot of energy part.
The medulla oblongata.
Yes.
Medulla oblongata.
Yes.
Which I thought was from a Lion King song.
Yes.
I was like, it's from the song, right? Like, medulla oblongata. I was like, crap, that wasn't even it, was it?
I was like, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. I'm like, medulla oblongata.
I want to say that there's like an Adam Sandler movie that talks about that.
It might, I don't know, maybe.
Basically, it's like in the back of your brain. It's when your right and left parts of your brain connect. So basically, you go in there and you hold these pulsing. They're like eggs. They're like connectors to this machine, and your therapist talks to you about your trauma. You see the trauma, and then it buzzes you, and it makes those two connect, and you see that trauma, you feel it, and you insert releasing it and a good feeling. So I'm so excited to get the brain part of therapy. Yeah.
It's like electromagnetic muscle therapy.
We should all be doing this stuff.
I mean, not to take away from going to see somebody and talking to someone.
Well, you're doing that at the same time.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You're talking and she's vibrating your hands and making your brain spark. So that's super cool. So I start that tomorrow. So
there you go.
To be continued.
Hooked up to... Gonna look like Bride of Frankenstein. We can go hooked up and...
Elf.
Yeah, there you go.
Stranger Things.
Dude.
Yeah, we haven't finished.
Crazy.
We're not at the last.
We are.
We have one left.
One episode left of this new season. Yep. Yeah, and then I think they showed the last of the season in a month or something like that.
July.
I think it's the beginning of July.
Our kids are loving it. This season is my favorite. Although the first season is so cute, they're so little.
Yeah, I know. It's funny to look at them. Even last season, it's how they look so young, and it's like, geez, they look so old last year. It's like they're
our kids.
Yeah,
growing.
I know
you're personally taking offense to the fact that they're getting older.
Yeah, it's funny though because I mean, not to really give much away, but Elle. I mean, you've probably seen the trip preview anyway, but you see Elle goes back to short hair. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't really look like she's aged much when she goes back to the short hair to me, She's still almost
boobs. That's different.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean, and she's taller.
Yeah.
And when you see her with her littler person,
when it just shows these close-ups that they have in these, shots that they have her in right now.
Jack really loves Millie Bobby Brown is her name.
Yeah, the actress, yeah.
Loves her.
Yeah,
She's
he's
in a
smitten.
movie. Yeah, he's smitten.
He's
But
a
she
smitten
was
kid.
so upset that she cut her hair. He was like, no!
Well, but that was already done, so it's already back to, you know, like, what, didn't she just have an interview on, like, Conan or something, too?
Yeah.
She had long blonde hair or something.
Yeah.
Like, luckily. But yeah, to me, that's cool, though. Like, because she cut her hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and
Committed.
I mean, she did it as a kid anyway, you know, which
Yeah.
I'm sure is probably a little bit easier than when you're older. I don't know, as a woman. But, dude, that's commitment. That's like balls.
They're
That's
getting
That's
paid.
ovaries. She's got some ovaries.
What did we, instead of ovaries the other day, we were saying, like, what should we say?
Sweating your boobs off?
Sweating your titties off.
Yes. I was just trying to be nice about it, but yep, that's what we
But
said.
that sounds better. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think she's getting paid like buco bucks. I mean, she's
Well,
11 from Stranger Things. So
Yeah,
I would
she's the lead
shave
of the
my head
show,
for
yeah.
that. Like
I mean,
that.
you kind of, I mean, not, yeah.
And
I
then,
mean,
like,
if she
cats
wasn't
are
in the
cute.
show anymore, it wouldn't make much more of the show, really, you know?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
have
you
her.
gotta have
Yeah.
She's gotta-
For sure.
You know?
Definitely. I know. I just put up shelves on my own with a drill all by myself when he was gone, and a level and a pencil.
It's awesome.
I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah.
And
They
then,
haven't fallen down yet.
and I
They're
know,
up.
and all of Jack's Stranger Things are all on it.
Yeah.
And still on it. I'm impressed that they
Yeah,
haven't
he's
fallen
got
off.
some cool, like, I mean, they're like collectible sort of.
For
Stranger
sure.
Things
I mean,
ones.
they out of the
you
box
play
like
with them.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. I know, it's funny because that's what I think about as a kid. Like, dude, if I didn't take that out of the box, it'd be like
I know.
$100,000, like Star Wars or something.
Right.
But care about that. I want to play with the speeder bike, dude.
Yeah, you don't
know?
care about that,
Give
you
me a
know?
break. I want to play with the little gun turret on the side. Come on now.
Aw.
Hell yeah.
You're remembering childhood memories. I
Oh
love
yeah, North Long Beach.
it. Heck yeah.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, if your childhood was good. North Long Beach, on the other hand, you know, we'll be nice.
Yeah.
So speaking of being nice,
Speaking of being nice.
where are we at the podcast time? We are at 27 minutes. I think this is good. I have to say, it is, again, I'm going to say that doing a podcast is not easy.
No.
And if we go over 30
Not
minutes.
in Texas, in the summer.
I'm getting
this
mosquito.
heat either, by the way,
I'm getting
people.
mosquito bites.
We're like
But
105 at
I'm
least
like
in
sweating.
here. It's no, I'm joking. It's like the sun in here. No.
But, you know, so if we keep our podcast kind of in the 30, 35-ish feels, it's easier to, like, do all the editing and all the post-production stuff.
Well, we hope you just are still listening.
Yes. I wonder if we should go live sometime. That would be kind of fun.
We're doing it live. I was going to say the F word, but I figured there might be a little kid listening, and then it's like, Mommy, what does that mean?
I hope there's not little kids listening to our podcast.
I wouldn't think so.
I mean,
I hope not. I mean, you know, we're not
we've
like
gotten better.
rated R.
I feel
you
like
know,
we've gotten a little more PG-13.
Yeah.
Started a little bit rated R, got a little more PG-13.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
you know,
It's like adapting,
yeah,
moving around.
exactly.
All right. I'm going to let you
Keep it
read.
for late night material. The late night stand up.
Yep.
No Dave Chappelle here. Okay. All right. So, Jesus Today, we opened up to this one here. Here we go. Come close to me and rest in my presence. I am all around you, closer than the very air you breathe. Trust me with each breath you take. Your need for me is as constant as your need for oxygen. Don't neglect the discipline of practicing my presence. Because your mind is easily distracted, you must keep coming back to me again and again. Do not be discouraged by your tendency to wander off in tangents from your true center in me. Simply keep making the needed adjustments to return to me. Make these little corrections joyfully, trusting in my unfailing love. Use my name, Jesus, to reconnect with me. Whisper it, sing it, shout it. Remember what it means. The Lord saves. Embellish my name with words of love and trust. Let your heart overflow with gratitude as you ponder all I am to you, all I have done for you. These practices draw you close to me and help you rest in my presence.
Woo-wee. Amen.
That's right. The need
always...
for me is like oxygen, you know, coming back to me.
Yeah.
But that's what...
I love that.
I mean, it's good and bad. It's like, you know... you need to depend on me like your need for oxygen, but it does kind of suck that we constantly have to be reminded. It'd be nice if it wasn't a constant reminder, but we're not perfect, so, that's the way it's going to be, right?
I know. Seriously.
Because, man, how many times have you or I or anyone, just kind of like, oh, geez, get off on the wrong thing, go off on a tangent, and then it's like, oh, crap, what was I doing?
I mean, how many times a day?
Yeah. I mean, I deal with it. I mean, I'm in customer service too, so it's like sometimes I feel like, man, dude, I didn't handle that right, or whatever, but it's like that's what we do. We got to say, Jesus, go back, remember,
yes, and He will give you peace. He will give you rest. He will give you joy, and so it's like, wait, okay, I don't need to go for the beer or the wine or the whatever.
Because that's a tough thing,
like, go to Jesus. Like, hey, help me out. But it's about believing that He's going to also help. Because you can convince yourself in a bad mood for as long as you want. Your brain is tricky.
Sure. Oh, yeah. You can convince yourself anything. Man,
and the devil likes it. He's like, ooh, ha, 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 ha. Oh, I got him now.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist?
Yep, I love
that. From
that.
The Usual Suspects.
I love that
and
line.
And it works. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, awesome. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I mean, because that's it, I mean, we have people in this world that think that the earth is flat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just, I mean, you can convince yourself of anything. I'm not downing people for that. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But, it's like...
No judgment.
Yeah, no judgment. Here we... Oh, got to run back. But, but honestly, I mean, it's just... Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of info out there. You just need to make sure that you're looking at things straight before you actually come to a conclusion.
And the thing is, if you're not seeing that there's like, a bad energy force that can be against you, and you're like blind to it, it can like overwhelm you and grow,
right,
and infest you,
right.
Yep. So, Jesus, calling in the name of Jesus. Get thee behind me, Satan. Jesus, protect me. Put a protective shield around me.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a couple of verses here, too. Find rest, O my soul, in God alone. My hope comes from Him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. That's Psalm 62, verses 5 and 6. This is Psalm 52, Verse 8. I am like an olive tree flourishing in the house of God. I trust in God's unfailing love forever and ever. I'm like a tree flourishing in the house of God. That's right.
That's great. I'm starting with our root chakra. Think of your roots into the ground.
There you go.
Starting like a tree, flourishing. Wow, cool.
God will give you all the nourishment you need,
Yes.
Matthew 1, verse 21. She will bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. That's right.
Will he kill this mosquito that's eating me alive? I swear mosquitoes come from the devil.
He's taking your blood and your soul at the same time?
Yes.
Little by little?
Yes.
I know, mosquitoes suck.
Dude.
Especially out here.
They're so...
What is their purpose?
For other animals... The food chain, basically.
Yeah.
That's their purpose. There's like lots of other things.
I mean, I get,
like
the dung beetle is around to help clean up, but the mosquito.
Yeah. The mosquito, and then they also give like disease, and it like can like kill people like by spreading disease too. I think maybe it's from the devil.
Maybe it is sort of like, balancing life.
Mosquitoes are the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, jeez. Gee, what a wholesome way to look at it. Love you, mosquitoes.
All right, well, let's see our song out of here, and...
Yeah.
Season 3 is next, baby.
Season 3's coming up, guys. This song, I decided to do a song by this band called Strung Out. How perfect for the situation.
Yeah.
No, this is a really good band. They're up north. I want to say they're also out of the Frisco area.
I feel like all yours.
Yeah, well, they are part of the Fat Records label. The Fart Records label.
Maybe you're on to something.
Freudian slip? I don't know. Yeah, they're part of the Fat Records label, and yeah, that whole label is based out of Berkeley and in San Francisco area. But this song is called Every Day, and honestly, they've kind of pushed a little bit towards from melodic into a little bit of the middle, and it's awesome.
Sorry.
And don't mind the mosquito spray. But what really triggers me for this song is a guitar solo.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Ooh, it's so good.
It's grand.
And it's only like 2 minutes long, so like hang out and listen to it. It's not
check
super
it out and
long.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this song is called Every Day.
And
guys, we love you.
We love you, and we have merch. So
and we have merch.
Order merch.
Love our merch.
Only $20.
That's right.
Yeah.
So check us out.
We
see
love
what you think.
Let's party, prayer, and punk rock.
iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and probably looking at TikTok too.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Soon.
a good format to go on
Yep.
these days. I guess only the younger generation. See what's going on.
Yep.
But until the meantime, guys, you take care. We love you.
Mwah.
And if you're living in Texas, good luck with the heat.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
And mosquitoes.
Yes. All right, love you guys. Have a good night.